What's good, YouTube fam? It's your boy Tony, aka Descendant of Chaos and Controversy, and I'm making this video to pretty much answer a question that has been asked. And the question asked was, do I have Facebook? And the answer to that question is no, the hell I don't. Yes, I did have a Facebook account, but as of last year, literally, I could say now that is the first day of the new year. Um, no, I don't, and for various reasons. Which include the fact that Facebook is an environment that, due to the social media platforms, how should I say, character. A lot of people have been exploited because of Facebook. It's a toxic environment. Everybody airs out their dirty laundry on Facebook. Nothing is ever personal. Um, it allows people to be vindictive towards others. Um, it really pretty much it's a tool used against you when it exploits your personal life. So if you go for a job interview or if you try to get a job, period, employers could look up your Facebook account and stuff and pass judgment on you, you know. And speaking of judgment, um, and I can say the pendulum swings both ways. Pretty much, people put themselves in a predicament to be exploited, to be judged, to be criticized, and to have people look at you in a particular light. You know, um, those are basically the key the key reasons as to why I don't have Facebook. Um, it takes away from, like, if people have issues with other people, there's no longer that civil um how should I say stage where you can talk to someone face to face without the peanut gallery chiming in and stuff like that. Everybody has an opinion about something, and when you set the stage for people to how should I say tune into your life and your life's activities and what it involves and what it entails and stuff like that, people are going to have something to say about it. And that's pretty much the driving factor behind Facebook. You know, some people try to use it as a platform to share information like YouTube and stuff, but what I've come to see as it grew and evolved was that it just pretty much backfired on a lot of people, destroyed a lot of relationships and stuff like that. Um, One of the things that I find to be true to fact is that 9 times out of 10, when, like, especially when it comes to relationships and stuff like that, when you post things about your relationships or post that you're in a relationships, that's bad juju for me. Um, Part of which that I found to be true with YouTube. I started posting stuff like, with me and my relationship when it existed, and that shit just set off bad juju. And of course, yes, some of the things that involved me in particular didn't help any. So I'm not just gonna put it all on a social media platform, because yes, it takes people's involvement in their actions and their decisions, whether they're poor or just or unjust or whatever the case may be. That's also a factor. But I know for the most part, when it comes to Facebook, yes, it destroyed a lot of relationships. Um, it pretty much was a platform for everybody else to be the audience and to be the the guests to the Jerry Springer show without Jerry Springer, pretty much. Um, and I don't know, and also it showcased a lot of violence, a lot of people's indiscretions, lewd behaviors, uh, and I don't know. Now we have this TikTok mess, whatever, and people are doing all sorts of bat crazy shit just to gain subscribers or views or whatever the case may be, and people talk about how the platforms are controlled and stuff like that because certain things you post get taken down or censored and stuff like that, and pretty much this is a lot that people who are content creators here on YouTube, they're dealing with it because YouTube got some I say bogus guidelines because there's a lot of conclusions that they jump to without thoroughly looking at things or evaluating stuff before they jump to a conclusion to either take your video down, give you a strike or a copyright claim or whatever the case may be. Because sometimes people might have permission to do something, or maybe something like with me with my thumbnail that they want to rush to assume that what was in my thumbnail was nudity, which it wasn't. But that goes to show you how incompetent some of these platforms are. Um, or yeah, I could say platform or channels or whatever. But yeah, that's pretty much the reason why I said fuck Facebook. And I've seen all the mess that has transpired with the election, with who somebody called him Zuckerberg. That was a good name. That was a good name. I have to admit that was very clever. That was creative, so to speak, and but also many words or whatever. But yeah, you see how pretty much all these social media platforms are turned to a shit show, and it's pretty much gonna revert back to just you looking at things like on YouTube, just seeing like videos and news, and it's probably gonna come to a point where since they kind of how should I say intervene where they gave people creative space and advertisement as revenue, so these people who try to come into themselves to create their own atmosphere to have other people join in, only to have people on that platform for their channel to be created to intervene and start censoring and making all these rules, and then you have all this other stuff that come into play, which in the beginning you didn't have all this technical nonsense, and then it just got ridiculous. Kind of like how life is and stuff. Life was simple in the beginning, and then you got all this other nonsense that come in and fucked it all up. But anyway, um, to answer that question, no, I don't have Facebook. Will I ever have Facebook? Fuck no. I don't even know how long I'll have this channel on YouTube, whether it progress or not. But that's all I got to say. Until next time, until next video, please like, share, and subscribe. Peace.